Let's see if anyone joins this today. First live stream ever. Welcome, welcome, welcome. My phone is on like 7%. I should have charged it beforehand, but I didn't. But as of right now, I am editing my next video for you guys. Upcoming horror films of 2023. So I don't know. We'll see if anybody likes to join this live stream. This is my first ever live stream, so we shall see. But if any of you have just recently seen my most recent short post announcing the next fan film, or first fan film, not next short film technically, Scream Reckoning, which I will be directing, writing, and producing this fan film. So that'll be fun. But anyways, if you guys are enjoying this, leave a like, obviously, and subscribe. Share this with your friends and family. Have them join the Lemon Nation, because you guys always remember, lemons fucking fly. So, but right now I am in the middle of editing my next video, as I said before. And yeah, it's going good. It's going good. I think I'm definitely getting there with the speed of it, the process of editing every single day, the process of running a YouTube channel. And it's hard, guys. But I really appreciate the support and the love towards it, because it's a lot of fun. But Reaper Kid, what's up, man? You're commenting on all my videos and stuff. I appreciate the support and all the theories and everything. Said Wayne Turner says, hi, it is 7:48 a.m. Wednesday here in Sydney, Australia. Wow, Sydney, really? Wow, that's awesome, man. That is awesome. I'm on the East Coast of the United States, of course, if you all didn't know. But that's awesome. It's really cool to hear that the Lemon Nation has expanded to a different continent, to a different country, and that's awesome to hear. Reaper Kid, wow, it's 3:49 p.m. where I am in Washington, D.C. Nice. Nice. Just a 5-hour difference. Okay. But yeah, it's awesome. That is awesome. It is really cool. But hopefully eventually we can get a wider audience here on the Lemon Nation channel and talk some more horror with everyone, which again, I really do think that you guys are going to enjoy this next video, because it's going to talk a lot about upcoming horror films and what I expect from each one. And I've been working at writing a script for every video I do now, just because it helps a lot. Writing what you're going to do, what you're going to say, and all that is helpful, so that way you don't fuck up every single time. But that's awesome. What did you guys think about the stuff going on with Scream 7 right now? Because I know in my last video kind of discussed a little bit about that. It is my father calling me, but I will call him back after this 10-15 minute live stream. But no, still, what did you think about it? Because Christopher Landon leaving sucks, but I think it is for the best at this moment in time, just because it's difficult. It's difficult for a director to see such a buildup happen and then all of a sudden just completely flop. He just everything just kind of went downhill from the point of Melissa Barrera quitting, or getting fired. And then Jenna Ortega quitting the project. But it is what it is at this point. It is what it is. I think Spyglass is definitely in it right now, getting a lot of the backlash and everything. But Reaper Kid says, never has been pretty quiet about it, while staying professional, so that can only mean one thing: she's back. Yeah, I mean, Nev is, she's quiet for a lot of reasons, and that can mean anything. That can mean, hey, I'm not actually a part of the project, or that can mean, hey, I am a part of the project, we're just going a different route, and I can't talk much about it, because as a filmmaker myself, NDAs are pretty crucial. I've had to deal with things, repercussions of things happening for my stuff, and it sucks. People release things without thinking, and it happens. But what you can do is just move on from it. But Neve Campbell in general, I love her as an actress. I respect her, and I think she's worth so much more than what she's asking, honestly. Which I've had a love and a passion for Scream for so long, and I think that Neve Campbell just is the obvious star, someone who needs to be in every single one because these movies have been about her and her life and her story. But I don't know. I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna. I don't think they're gonna go about it without her. That's all I'm gonna say. But we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But again, Scream Reckoning. I'm making a fan film. It's happening. So if you haven't seen my last short, go check that out. I'm right now the second casting for the project, casting the lead character, casting the person who's going to play Ghostface. Of course, I can't say much about it because I want to keep it under the radar. But again, finished screenplay. All of that is done, and we shall see where it goes from here. I do believe that I've put a lot of effort into creating such a good Scream film for YouTube, just YouTube, because that's where I'm going to show it. But I'm going to be shooting on the Black Magic right there. This is my setup, actually, if you haven't seen it yet. Reaper Kid, I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and read what you said. Yeah, I'm in IMO. A reboot is the best option considering how trashy 5 and 6 are. 5 is only good because of Nev. Only my fellow Australians, James Wan and Lee Winnell, can save Scream 7 between them. Created Saw and The Conjuring and Insidious. So, Reaper, I will start with yours. Yes. Scream 5 and 6 were dog shit. But I will say this, that I believe Scream 5 just had so many cool sequences with Ghostface. It didn't matter who was behind the mask when it's just showing Ghostface. But the dialogue in the hospital scene kind of was like, but I think the showing the voice changer, the voice box underneath, when he activates it, and then the camera kind of slowly panning up to his face, and that being more of that threatening tone, was really fucking cool. But yes, Scream 6, dog trash, killers were stupid, easily forgettable, and easily defeated. So, I think that's been said by a lot of other YouTubers as well. 3C Films, being one of my favorite YouTubers, actually. Hopefully I can work and collaborate with him one day. I don't know. Shout me out to him. Maybe we can do something in the future together. We'll see. But as well as Craven Something Scary. If you guys haven't checked out their channels, go check their channels out. Support them as well. I'm a huge believer in supporting other people, even if they are, more up there in the subscription base. But anyways, definitely good guys. Go check them out if you haven't already. Let's see here. Wayne Turner. Yes, your comment on Lee Winnell and James Wan. James Wan is the GOAT, man. When I saw the first Conjuring film, that is what made me fall in love with his movies. It wasn't Saw, it wasn't Dead Silence. It was literally The Conjuring, the very first Conjuring movie, that made me fall in love with James Wan. But Lee Winnell in general, Insidious Chapter 1, the first one, Insidious, was fantastic and gave me nightmares the first time I saw it. I was like, God, maybe 14, 15 when I saw that movie for the first time. Maybe a little younger, but didn't start really falling in love with horror movies till I was like 12 years old. But let's see what else you said, Wayne. I hated Scream 6, Kirby, the world's worst FBI agent. It's true. She is very much acting like a child in it, in my opinion. Her perspective of being, an FBI agent, and in that whole scene was interesting to me, but I think the directors had a brain fart with her. They could have definitely, Guy Busick and who's the other guy? I can't remember his name, but they could have done a better job writing it. I am a firm believer in creating originality with originality, but not going off on this whole thing with it, where it just doesn't fit into the world. But yeah, no, I think that I think Scream 6 can definitely have that turnaround if they executed it in a way where they kind of did that first scene with Samara Weaver. And I don't know. It was like one of those things to me where I was like really anxious to have a build up of knowing who the killer was the entire movie, and then revealing that to the main characters at the end. That would have been just so much better. If they just went off with that. But anyways, I know Craven something scary. He's the conductor of the Stew train. Yep. Do you believe Stew is still alive? No, he's not. If you've seen one of my last videos, I explained in that video, actually, it was literally a theory about Stu. Um, that no, I don't actually believe he's still alive. I think that he's definitely dead, but everything that I think happened in the past happened for a reason, and we just need to forgive and forget it. Just as Sydney has within the Scream universe. But I think moving a different direction is going to help build more suspense to what can be and not what it should be, because we don't need another Rise of Skywalker situation where you bring back Palpatine, and that whole thing goes around. And so, you kind of get what I'm saying there. If Stu is still alive, so is Ethan. I said that actually. I fucking said that. I said Ethan's, could still be alive if Stu is still alive. But no. No, I don't. I think they're all dead for sure. Jenna's character, Tara, definitely killed him for sure, with that knife, and then of course Kirby, knocking over the TV. But you know, you should go live much more often. I love talking to you. Ah, thanks, Reaper Kid. I appreciate that, man. I been holding off on going live for a while just because I want to make sure I do it right, and just don't do it willy nilly. But you know, uh, but yeah, no, I think it's definitely building the community up a little bit more, and then doing more consistent live streams with everyone to discuss more Scream and just horror movies in general. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking about doing some more horror movie content with other franchises, other movies, especially A Quiet Place. I love A Quiet Place. I think it's great. I think everything that John Krasinski has done with those movies, the last two films have been great. But who's heard of a Quiet Place Day One? I want to hear your thoughts on A Quiet Place Day One for sure. Reaper Kid. But Wayne, Kirby should be a secret ghost face, explains why she was terrible as an FBI agent and all of that was on purpose. Yes, you know what? That's actually a really good theory. That's really, really cool, actually. I haven't really thought about that. That's awesome. But yes, I do think that, Kirby could possibly be a ghost face, but in my opinion, I would say probably not. And the only reason why is because if they were to do a spin-off series, like another Scream TV series, it could be about Kirby and her investigations for like multiple different ghost faces that have happened that have nothing to do with Sydney, have nothing to do with the past, just like current friend groups and people like that. But one thing I'd love to see is a Scream movie that skips the whole high school thing, just like Scream 2, and Scream 6, where we just focus on college students, and bring in parents as well of those college kids. So that would be really cool. A Quiet Place is a pretty good horror film. It's not scary enough for me. As a huge horror fan, it was a letdown as far as the scares. You know what? Let me plug in my phone real quick and I'll talk to you about that for sure. For sure. Let's see here. I'll put this. All right. If it falls, I'm so sorry, but hopefully it doesn't. But yes, Reaper, yes, A Quiet Place has been great for me, and the reason why it's because it's like one of those movies where it feels different. It's a different universe, and yeah, the scares are like, eh. I think the first one definitely had some jump scares in there that were like, oh crap, especially when the mother is downstairs in the basement and she tries to go back upstairs, and the creature's already halfway down the steps. That part actually scared me because I was like, oh, shit, like she's pregnant, dude. She's freaking pregnant. And then of course the nail going into her foot, that scared the shit out of me, honestly, because I've always been afraid of nails and tetanus and all that. But even though I do have my tetanus shot, still it creeps me out. Wayne Turner, Adam Cole might as well be a ghost face with the devil mask. You know what? I can see that. I could definitely see that. The whole devil mask thing, I've wanted to put in maybe like my short film or something, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I have a lot of things for that short film that I'm doing that I think everyone's really going to enjoy, especially because, I'll give away one thing. It takes place in one location, of course, but I won't tell you the location. I won't tell you what it's like. But yeah, I'm extremely, extremely excited to release that to you guys. And Of course, I'll announce later what a release date will be. There's definitely a lot for me to actually do here. So, but Chris Sims, what's going on? What's going on? One of the new subscribers to the Lemon Nation. Let's go, baby. Um, let's go, man. I hope you've seen my last sketch that I did with Gerald. And I'm gonna be doing a lot more stuff with Gerald. I do have sketches already filmed and edited, but it's really just figuring out which videos to put them with. So that's kind of what I'm waiting for. So don't worry, I haven't forgotten about doing at least one per month. But December was just a really busy month for myself, my kids, my wife, and everyone. So it was a lot, but definitely gonna get on that. Definitely gonna get on that for you guys. So, but thank you, Chris, for joining the live stream, man. I really appreciate it. The support here and the love is awesome. It's super awesome. Wayne Turner, thoughts on Scream TV series? YouTuber Beyond the Mask now owns the rights. Yes, I do. Yep, I know that. And to finish the Lakewood story in a book form. Yeah, you know what? I love the idea of there being a book of like the continuation after season 2 and what happened, because of course it left on a cliffhanger. I used to be extremely obsessed with that TV series, but I kind of started to look back at it. I rewatched it over the past few weeks because I'm going to be doing videos on it. But my full opinion right now, with what I can say that I haven't really put into the videos that I've shot already, is that Scream, the TV series, depending on which 2 seasons you're talking about, as well as the 3rd season, which I don't count that, man. I hated the 3rd season. It was terrible. I still watched it, of course, but I've only seen it once and absolutely hated it. But of course, the first 2 seasons were great. They were really good. I just didn't like the mask and the whole Brandon James thing. I think they should have just kept the original mask, kept it, instead of Lakewood, they should have made it within Woodsboro, and just continued that story after the whole fact there. Which, that could contradict the whole Sam and Tara situation, but nobody really knew that yet. Nobody really knew that, so. But yeah, anyways, I think there's definitely a lot more that I can definitely give to you guys on that one when I release those videos. So let's go back up here a little bit. The second A Quiet Place is even less scarier than the first. Yes, I agree. 100%. I didn't like it as much as I did the first, but I did appreciate them expanding on the universe a little bit, us getting to know Emmett, that character Emmett. I loved his character. I thought he was really, really good. Forget the actor's name. If anybody knows the actor's name, put it in the comment section, because I would love to hear a little bit more about that. Wow, 17, almost 20 minutes into this, guys. Love it. We're having fun here. Time's going by fast now. Let's see. How did you come up with your YouTube channel name? So how I came up with it is a funny story. So growing up, the whole lemons fly thing, when I was around 10, 11 years old, I discovered the power of lemons. No, I'm joking. No, I just was a silly kid. I was funny at times and wanted the attention in the family. And I'm the middle kid out of 5. I have an older brother, an older sister, and 2 younger sisters. It was the rut of the bunch. I was the kid that nobody really paid attention to unless I tried to gain their attention. So with the whole lemons fly thing, I started saying it every single day. And I know a lot of you probably are wondering what that means. I'll get to that in a second. But anyways, lemons fly started again around 10, 11, 12 years old, and it just stuck ever since. And when I was coming up with the channel name, I was like, what is something funny? What is something fresh that no one has really heard before? And, ReelCinemaLemons was like that thing of like, okay, that's rolls off the tongue. It's fun and it makes sense. So, I really do think that is like the top thing for my channel is, coming up with something unique there. But again, to me, it's our channel, guys. It's our channel, I don't like taking all the credit, because without you guys, it's not possible. So I really do appreciate the support on this 100%. But lemons fly, what that means is whatever you want it to mean. That's what it means. Lemons fly is the idea of everything and everything, and that you can be or do or whatever it is you want in life. So just don't forget that lemons fly. Let's catch up on the comments here. I see you guys have been commenting a lot. Let's see. You got kids. You look so young. Yes, I have twins. Funny story, when I was around 12 years old, I met one of my best friends in the entire world. I will not say his name, just for privacy reasons, but he is still my best friend in the entire world. He is still, or was my, he was my best man at my wedding a few months ago. And yes, we had kids back in 2022, boy and a girl, and they're twins. And so they are the loves of my life, man. Those without those kids, they can be crazy at times, annoying. Trust me, but you love them to death no matter what. But yes, I am a father of two, and my best friend is a twin. So I wanted twins ever since. So in God's grace, I got them, which is awesome. All right, so let's go to the next one. Wayne, I guess I'll answer this one for you too, man. Tyja Ghostface in season 3. Yeah, I mean, that could be a thing. It could be. I like that. T. Parker Evans, new subscriber here. If you get to bring any character from the Scream TV series into the film series, who would it be? You said Brooke. I said Brooke as well. And the reason why, not just because you said it, but I think a lot of the characters in that series just, were straight reflections of like what the movies were about. But at the same time, I think that Brooke was just one of those characters that was more sidelined, and we didn't really get to dig deeper into her story. And if she was brought into the Scream, movie series, then we'd be able to dig a little deeper into that. And her backstory, but her whole father thing, her whole mother situation, which was really sad, was just enough backstory for the series. So, but Brooke in general, I hope you all saw my last post on my community page about the chick who played Brooke, that she was actually in Key and Peele's video, one of their sketches. So that was fun. Let's see. Wayne Turner. That is an interesting story on your channel name. Thanks, Wayne. I really appreciate that. Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun coming up with it. It was a lot of fun. And I do believe that coming up with some uniqueness is always a good thing. But just doing what you love, doing what you find fun, what you find exciting. That's just the way you do it. As the channel grows, as the community grows, I'm sure more and more people will probably ask me that question. So I'm prepared to answer it a million times. But thank you so much for asking that question. It means a lot that you guys care about that story and how I came up with it. All right, Wayne. I love it. Keep them coming, man. Married a few months ago. Congratulations on getting married. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Your favorite horror movie of 2023? Mine, Talk to Me. No Australian bias either. My favorite horror movie of 2023 was actually Talk to Me at one point. But before I put my video out, I actually changed it to Thanksgiving. Eli Roth's Thanksgiving, yeah. And if you watch, the top 10 horror movies of 2023 and my top list, yeah, the reason why I put that one at the top is because it's like, it's endless, it's a new Ghostface, in my opinion. And I think the character of John Carver, that mask resembles what it means to make a new slasher, what it means to make something unique and cool. Eli Roth did a fantastic job. I am excited for Thanksgiving 2, 2025 release. I wish it was this year, but it's not. But yes, 2025 release. That is going to be a lot of fun. That is definitely going to be a lot of fun. Wow, we caught up on all the comments here. We've got 3 people on. But yeah, no, I think that, moving on to, like, I guess, the Scream fan film that I'm going to do, I think that people are really going to put something, some effort into watching it. At least I hope they do, just because it's one of those films where I held back on because I've never been a fan of fan films. But just because I feel like sometimes they're a waste of time, they don't make sense, they're just, and they're there to be there. But I am extremely excited to make this one because
it's different. And the reason why I can say it's different is because I've studied a lot of other people's films, seen what other people have done. No, like, don't go there because it's already been done. Number one, number two, it just doesn't make sense, But this Ghostface is going to be fucking crazy, and these shots that I'm about to do, and what I have in my head, what I've storyboarded a little bit so far on my phone is really cool. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, and it will be on IMDb, so you guys can check that out, in the next couple months. But I'm gonna try and shoot this film and edit it and everything within 2 to 3 months, maybe less, because I already have an idea of what we're doing. I just need to cast the character. I need to cast who's gonna be under the mask. Need to cast a few other things, here and there, but and then get a crew together. I have a few people I've reached out to so far. One of them is confirmed to come on as a DP, director of photography. But again, Black Magic. That's what we're going to be shooting on, which is going to be a lot of fun. All right. Let's scroll back up here a little bit. Wayne said, I work in retail. That's awesome, man. You want to know what I do right now, actually, full-time? Aside from YouTube and filmmaking, all that, I make some money, doing my film stuff, but I am a car wash manager, actually. That's what I do right now. I've done that for a long time. Done that ever since I was 15 years old, and continue to do it till this day. So retail is awesome. Customer service is great. Not my favorite thing in the world, but once YouTube really takes off and once filmmaking career takes off completely, then we'll do that. Which, if you haven't already, go check out my short film Beautiful. The teaser trailer is up right now on my YouTube channel. Hasn't had that many views, so I really would appreciate if some of you would share it with friends and family, and just all over social media. It would truly help a lot. I would truly appreciate it. But Beautiful is going to be in film festivals March of 2024 this year. I keep forgetting it's 2024 now. But let's see. Thanksgiving is a fun, enjoyable slasher, and this is from Reaper Kid. It's just also not scary enough for me. I would love to know, Reaper, what scares you the most? Tell me, because maybe I'll put it in my short film. I want to scare you, man. I want to scare you for once. If nothing's scaring you, I gotta scare you. But no, I'd say Thanksgiving had a lot of jump scares. I wouldn't say they scared me necessarily, but I think it was more of the thrill and the adrenaline rush that got me. And I also loved the characters. The characters were fun. They were different. They weren't your typical slasher oriented people. I think that was the fun part of it, is that the characters were different. So there is that for sure. When are you expecting to release your Screen fan film? Again, hopefully in the next month or two. Honestly, I want to do it as soon as possible for sure. Not just for YouTube sake, but for the idea of me already having this idea and the script being done. It's like, okay, let's not waste time. Let's just do it. But again, even location, I got to figure out still too. On a very, very limited budget with this, literally less than $1,500. But I think that with the quality that I have for filmmaking, it's definitely a possibility to create something very, very special here. In cinematic, because I've seen a lot of fan films that just aren't doing it for me. And I've learned a lot from my last few films, and I have a professional DP who's a good friend of mine coming in to help with it as well. So, and he uses black magic, he uses red. I wanted to possibly shoot it on red, but way too much storage. way too much technology for me on the red right now. I'd rather just stick with what I know best. And I have shot with reds before, but black magic is just the way to go for me, man. But again, Wayne, hopefully soon. Halloween 1978, and again, this is Reaper Kid. Halloween 1978 is a terrifying slasher and one of my favorite horror movies. I agree. You know what? I agree. Same here as well. I think that, what John Carpenter did, it really made a good perspective on what you can actually do for the horror genre and what you can actually do with slashers. And, I'm excited to see, if they reboot Halloween in the future. Only because I love Halloween as well. And I think that Michael Myers deserves to be on that screen a little longer, for sure. But are you crowdfunding for your fan film? I am not. No, I'm kind of doing this literally out of pocket, and I definitely will try. My light turned off in the background. I might have to replace that in a second. But I am definitely going to be doing some crowdfunding for my next horror film, which is actually a slasher. And I can't talk about it right now, but I can say that it is a slasher. I am in the works with talking with a couple of other production studios about making this a full length feature film because I do not want to make it a short film. It's very different. And it's an interesting plot that I think is going to leave people very emotional and scared at the same time from, again, an emotional perspective. And I love that about certain horror films. And this being definitely one of the first slasher films that I have seen and the only slasher film that, originally that I would make that I think is going to really stand out to the crowd. So if I end up getting a theatrical distribution for it, just so you know, hopefully it goes around the world, which I would love to see that actually happen. Talk to Me Again, the Philippa brothers, what they did with that film was fantastic. Raka Raka was one of my favorite YouTube channels back in the day. But and I kind of want to be able to do that in a way, but also do it in a different way, and create opportunities not just for myself but for people who are lovers of slashers as well. So there we go. But yes, Wayne, I will definitely be crowdfunding my next project. I thought Thanksgiving, this is T. Parker Evans. I thought Thanksgiving was executed. Thanksgiving executed the Scream formula better than Scream 6. Yes, I agree. It has a better opening, better reveal, performance, and motive. Creative skills, and people actually die. Agreed. I agreed. They did give away one death in the film, which was the blonde chick. I forget her name, but that the chick of the football player, his girlfriend, getting stabbed in the ears, literally they did give away that death in the trailer, which I wish they pulled away from that and just showed it in the mirror or something and then cut away, which would have made it more shocking to see her actually die in the film. But Eli Roth, if you're watching this later in the future, learn from what I just said. Don't put shit like that in the trailer. Fucking crazy, man, you. But still. Oh, let me go ahead and do this. Get that balanced. There we go. It's going to be sideways a little bit for a second, guys. There we go. Actually, you know what? While I have this thing up, I'm going to show you my Blackmagic Cinema camera. So this is what I shoot with. This is it. This thing is badass, man. Oh, I guess I can turn it landscape, huh? Rotation locked, rotate device back. Oh, there we go. Can you all see me now? Perfect. But yes. This is my Blackmagic Cinema camera. It's not even on the full rig right now. I don't have the LCD. I actually replaced the LCD. I sent it back because it wasn't working properly, but I'm getting a new one, hopefully within the next month or two, just in time to shoot the fan film. But if not, I can still work with the screen because I shot beautiful with, this Blackmagic before I even had a full rig. Hope you guys heard that. But before I had a full rig, I shot beautiful on this Blackmagic, and it was great. It worked well. Definitely would have helped to have a few more necessities on here, but other than that, my short film Beautiful looks really, really good. Other than that, still, my brother is actually the composer of it. He did the music, the soundtrack, and all that. So I'm excited to let you all see it. But yeah, Halloween 1978. Was definitely a good film. Let me go down here. Why is this thing freezing up? There we go. Now it's not freezing up. Wayne Turner, if you watch YouTube movies and beyond, he does fan film watch-alongs weekly. His name is Michael. If you contact him, you could probably appear on his channel. You know what, dude? I'll do it. I'll contact him. Why not? Would love to expand and get to know other YouTubers for sure because, I just freaking love this stuff, man. I love filmmaking. I love horror movies. I love meeting other people, and it's just, again, a lot of fun. I'm gonna shut this closet here because it's weird in the background just opening. But this is my setup, guys. I know it's a little messy right now. But just kind of moved into this place not too long ago. But it's a work in progress. Still kind of building all of my my stuff in the background. But I will definitely do that, Wayne. You know what? I'll take a screenshot of that one. I'll take a screenshot of that one, and I'll save it for later, and I'll definitely reach out. Oh, you're correcting yourself. Yeah, people actually dying. It's true. You know, Chad is a cyborg. Yeah, I love that one. Ooh, better lock this door. My son's gonna be coming in here. Can't really disturb us right now. When life gives you lemonade, make it lemons. It's very true. It's very true, Wayne. Just never forget, man. Lemons fucking fly. T. Parker Evans. I'm thinking in investing either in a Sony S7 III. Is it S7 III or is it A7 III? You might be right on that. There might be an S7 III. I'm not sure. Or I'm siding more with the Blackmagic. Now, let me tell you something straight up. Blackmagic for short films or filmmaking in general is the way to go because you're getting that raw anamorphic feel. You can do that with any type of lens. I'm definitely going to be getting some more anamorphic lenses here soon, but for right now, I'm just using for like YouTube. The Canon 18-135, which is, you know, the EFS standard kit. It's good for inside, you know, shots. It's good for making, you know, short films and stuff like that, but anamorphic is the way to go so you can get that wider angle. So invest in your lens more than your camera. That's all I'm going to say. Invest in your lens and less in the camera because the lens is really what's going to make or break your picture. As well, of course, the quality, but you can shoot in 4K and be great. I would recommend getting the Pro and not the standard 6K, just because it is just so much more diverse, especially with its dynamic range. And megapixels, you can get that wider range. So that's all I'm gonna say. But yes, A7 III. Thank you, Evans. Appreciate that. Yes, the A7 III is definitely a camera I've used in the past. I used it for weddings a few times. And yes, if you all didn't know that about me, I actually am a wedding photographer and videographer. I was a photographer. Gave up photography just because I was like, you know. Photography wasn't that fun, you know. Photography was one of those things for me where I was just like, you know. But it's just stressful, you know. It's just stressful, especially working with brides. Ugh, just standing there and getting bossed around, you know. I hate it. Already have to deal with that at home. But yes, I was a wedding photographer. But I still look for, you know, weddings to do here and there for video. I still do wedding videography. It is a lot of fun. I've definitely upgraded my equipment over time. I started actually using the Canon 90D for video, the cropped frame one, which at the time I didn't know was a good idea or a bad idea. But to me now, I'd say it's a bad idea. But if you're first starting, either go with Sony or Canon. If you're doing weddings, short films, whatever, Sony or Canon. Learn the camera first. Learn how to use a camera. And then slowly move into cinema cameras. That's what I did. You know, it took me 5-6 years to actually get a Blackmagic, you know, just because I wanted to learn a little bit more about it. But anyways, going a little bit off track here. Wayne, a Blackmagic sounds like the movie The Craft. Yeah, kind of does, doesn't it? You know, I haven't seen that in a minute. Yeah, I can't remember if I think I've seen it. Yeah, I think I've seen it. It's been a minute though. I'll have to check it out again. Let's see here. Where were we? Reaper! My guy. If you got a phone call from Ghostface, how would you react? What would you say? I'd say, "Hello, Ghostface. I'm Ghostface. And I'm gonna kill you. But let me ask you this. Do lemons fly?" Kind of do Ghostface's voice. I'm actually gonna be doing Ghostface's voice for the short film. So let me give you a little sneak preview. "Hello, Sydney." It's raspy, but it's getting there. It's getting there. And I'm going to expand it a little bit in post and make it a little different. But actually, I am going to be using AI features to composite those together to create Roger L. Jackson's voice. So that's going to be interesting to see. My brother, again, is going to be helping me on the project. He hopefully will get on board with that with me, and we can create something fun and interesting. And we'll make a similar soundtrack. So let's see. Does your wife like horror movies? No. You know what's funny is I was just talking to her about that not too long ago. No, she hates it, but she did see Thanksgiving with me in the theater and really liked it. So I appreciated that at least. She loves mysteries, some psychological thrillers that aren't have to do with like a bunch of blood and guts and all that kind of stuff. She hates the Conjuring films; they scare the shit out of her. She hates Insidious. She hates all those supernatural kind of movies. She likes Saw though. She does like Saw, surprisingly. By the way, if you're watching this right now, comment down below if you want me to do a watch along for Saw 3. Because, guys, I have still not seen that movie. I've seen every other Saw movie except for Saw 3. So. Let's see. But yeah, she hates horror. She hates horror. Reaper! Or I'm sorry, Wayne. Wayne commented to Reaper. I would hang up and not answer the phone when they call back. Yeah. Right? Right? T. Parker Evans. I actually prefer doing photography over videography. Less stressful. I own a Canon 16 Mark II. Okay. Great camera. Great camera, actually. Just keep learning the process. Keep learning how to utilize, your own tone of photography. But yeah, no, learning your own skill set it's going to take time. And, I don't know how long you've been doing this, actually. I think, didn't you say that before? I don't know. Comment again how long you've done this, actually, because I'm curious. But it's a lot of fun. I love photography. I love just filmmaking in general. But the overall idea, I think, behind videography and weddings and doing all that is that you get to tell a story. You get to tell a love story. And the bride and the groom are more focused on the photographer than they are the videographer. So that's why I stick with videography, because I'm like, screw off couples. But not really. I love them. I love every single one I work with. I love them. But anyways, thanks, Reaper. I appreciate it. I'm practicing still, but hopefully, again, we'll be able to composite some AI features with it to make it sound more like, Ghostface, which, I've seen a lot of fan films. They don't take time on it, and they just sound like shit. So I want to make mine at least sound exactly like Ghostface. And so that's something I'm really going to be focused on for this film, so it doesn't sound cheesy and stupid. And of course, the story is really what I'm focused on, what the background of the story is. But Saw 3 is in my top 3 of the franchise. It's Amanda Young's movie. Yes, I've heard that, actually. I believe it was Craven Something Scary who was talking about it. Or Killjoy. I don't know if you guys have heard of Killjoy Jake, but another good YouTuber. Go check him out if you haven't already. Subscribe to his channel because, he's fucking cool as shit. He's just like me. He's fucking geeky as shit. And I fucking love that. Fucking love that. And I hope to meet him one day, and he's been a huge inspiration for me. Very, very cool guy. And if you haven't seen his Scream fan film, it's a feature, actually. It's called Red Right Hand. And it is fucking decent, actually. It is pretty decent. Killjoy, if you ever watch this, man, you want to make another Scream film, holler. Because let's do it. I'll make it cinematic as shit, man. But still, yes. I agree with that, though. The Saw franchise, though, is great. I love it. Of course, not as much as I love just your standardized slasher films like Someone Behind the Mask in Full. But I will say that if you guys want that, I see Reaper. Yes, definitely. All right, we'll do one. Why not? Screw it. We don't need a crap ton of votes. You guys have already said it. Reaper spoke for everyone. We'll do a watch along. I'll plan on doing that sometime this week. If you guys really want that, it's gonna take me maybe a couple days to edit it and all that. But it will be out definitely by sometime the end of this week or beginning of next week. I'll definitely do that for you guys. It'll be a lot of fun. Why does everyone, and this is Wayne, why does everyone I know that loves horror movies, that has a partner, their partner hates horror movies? I was asking myself the same question when I met my wife. She's like, how are we together if you love horror movies and I hate it? I was like, that's just God's way of saying, we're meant to be together. Teach you the other side of how the other way lives, you know what I'm saying? But yes. I fucking love horror movies, man. And she's just, again, not a big fan of them. But that's okay. Love her to death still. Make that very clear to the world. And I think that it just, it grows on people over time, But she just recently watched Beautiful the other day for the first time. And she said she liked it, which was great. And she helped finance the film a little bit too. We both really put in on that project together. So I have her to thank for helping me make that short film 100%. She is a very highly supportive wife, even when it doesn't feel like it. She's a great woman who has supported me every step of the way, and I have to her. So that's always the best thing. Saw 3, watch alone. Yes. I mean, watch along or watch alone? I'll watch it alone. Shit. No, I'm joking. I'll watch it with you guys. We have to. I love it. Yes, I have every Saw movie, including Spiral. Yes, on DVD. We'll get Saw X on Blu-ray. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. I'm going to start collecting DVDs again. That'd be a lot of fun. Maybe in the future, when I can do care packages and stuff like that. We can do stuff like that together. We can send stuff to each other, and I can promote it on the channel for you guys, shout you out, all that fun stuff. So we'll see. We'll see if we can do that in the future. Yes, sir. Watch along. Been doing photography. Okay, T, I love that you answered this question earlier. Been doing photography for the past 5 years and work at a studio. That's awesome. That is awesome. Been doing videography for some gigs and for social media for 4 years. That's awesome, man. That is awesome. I'm a self-made filmmaker. I don't know if anybody's known that about me, but never went to college for it. Started out acting when I was 12, moved up from there, and then, just kept learning the camera. I have been mentored before, yes, mainly from other people who've done like wedding videography and all that stuff, but, Let's see. Killjoy Jake, a cool guy. He hates horror movies set in hospitals and in the movie House Shark. Yeah, I know he does. But yes, he's a super cool guy. I freaking love Killjoy, man. Hopefully him and I can collab one day. Again, 3C, so my top 3 YouTubers to collaborate. Actually, yeah, I'll say top 3. Why not? Top 3 would definitely be Craven. Number 1 would be Craven. 3C would be number 2. And then Killjoy, number 3, for sure. Would love to work with them one day. They are such awesome people. Wayne, opposites attract. Yes, they do in a lot of ways, man. They do very much. I didn't think about the idea of what it would be like to be married to somebody who's like, not a fan of movies in general. But at least she does like movies. She does. Just doesn't watch them as much as me. I watch them almost every single day. Some days I can't because I'm exhausted from work. Of course, like I said earlier, guys, if you're now just watching this, I am a site manager at a car wash. And so, yes, it is a stressful job while I'm trying to create all of this fun shit happen. But, yeah, I think, once the channel grows, once we're, able to kind of sustain a life with YouTube, I think that for sure, it's going to change. Definitely change. And I'm super excited to see where we end up within the next year. But it is 4:36, guys. I am almost done editing this other video. I know I said I'm going to have 2 videos, but I decided to go live today and treat you guys, to a nice live stream. I think it's been a lot of fun. But tomorrow I will have this video released sometime in the afternoon around 2 or 3 p.m. It is the upcoming horror films of 2024, at least the films that I'm super excited for. I know some of you are excited for them, as well as the most anticipated. So you guys, share with your friends and family. Make sure they subscribe to the Lemon Nation and join us on this lemony journey across the world of awesomeness and lemons, guys. Lemons. Gerald will be appearing in more sketches here soon. I promise you that. I'm actually thinking about doing some animation stuff as well with Gerald. So we'll see, though, what happens. But as we get older, as we progress, it might happen. But T. Parker Evans, I'm gonna answer a few more questions, guys. I'm gonna give it another 10 minutes. All right, another 10 minutes. We'll reach a full hour of live stream, and then we will depart for the day, and I will finish this video for you guys to release tomorrow. I have work early in the AM tomorrow, so make sure this is done tonight so it can post tomorrow. But T. Parker Evans, one of the best things of being friends or together with someone who doesn't watch horror films is seeing their reactions to classics or your favorite horror films. 100%. Now, of course, she has seen Scream before, we got together, and she just, again, she loves those movies. Not as much as me, though, of course, but, I think seeing her reaction to the new Scream, Scream 5, she laughed at a lot of the scenes, like when Gail got shot and she's on the ground and she's like, Sydney's like, you need to go to the hospital. And then Gail's just like, you need to finish this, go finish it, Sydney. And then she just says, for Dewey. And she started cracking up at that scene. She's like, I looked at her, I was just like, you think that's funny? She's just like, for Dewey. But seeing her reaction to some of the films that I watch is pretty fun. It's pretty gnarly. The one movie I just most recently watched was There's Something Wrong with the Children. Creepy as fuck, terrible acting, but creepy as fuck. And it was in my top 10 just because of how creepy and the setting was just, and the buildup was just really good, in my opinion. They did a really good job with that movie, except for the acting. That's all I'm going to say. But the directing with the action part was really, really good. Wayne, also Connect, the Night Watch Zone, a great YouTuber and friend of Craven and Killjoy Jake. Nice. That's awesome. Definitely. I'll take a screenshot of that one too. There we go. Done and done. Night Watch Zone. Hard to roll off the tongue with that one. Night Watch Zone. Okay. Night Watch Zone. Got it. Definitely will connect with these guys because, I'm aspiring YouTuber, aspiring filmmaker, and just, I want to connect, man. I want to connect with everyone and really build something here. Contact, yes. Contact, connect. Thanks for having me, Mr. Lemons. From here in Sydney, Australia, he says good night. Good night, Wayne. Thank you so much for joining, man. Really, really appreciate it. Shout out to Wayne Turner, everybody. Thank you so much for joining, man. Really appreciate it. Your favorite horror movie ever? Woo! That is a hard one for me, guys. That is a hard one for me. I have so many, it's so hard to pick. I'm sure one day I will say, this is my favorite horror movie ever made. I'll give you my top 3. And of course, Scream is one of them, but it isn't my first one. I'd say most recently, it has changed to Dead Silence, which is a James Wan film. One of my favorite, most creepiest films I've ever seen in my fucking life. I love it. Oh, cool, Wayne. I'm glad you're still here. Great. I thought you were leaving, man. But awesome. Glad you're still here, dude. It's a lot of fun talking with you guys. A lot of fun. But yes, Wayne, if you're still watching here, man, my favorite horror movie would probably be right now Dead Silence. Then it would be Scream. And then my third would probably be The Conjuring, the first Conjuring film. I think James Wan is just one of my favorite directors. I love Nightmare on Elm Street. I love Wes Craven's Nightmare on Elm Street for sure. Of course, original Johnny Depp, for sure. 100% that one. But yeah, no, I really do think it really depends on, the time of year as well. But I'd love to know yours, Wayne. What are your favorite horror movies? I'd love to hear it. I would love to hear it. All right, T. Parker. My top 3 favorite horror film in order. Halloween, 1978, of course. Scream 2. Scream 2? I'm joking. And Insidious. Yes, 100%. I love it. And I can't agree, I can agree to disagree, but agree at the same time, Scream 2 was actually my least favorite right now, I think. My order has kind of changed since I released my last video for it, for sure. But Scream 2 would probably be my least favorite. But I love that order, dude. Halloween, for sure. I appreciate Halloween. I love Jamie Lee Curtis. I love what they did with that original film. But it doesn't present itself the same way that like Thanksgiving did, or Scream, or Saw. It just didn't. I love Michael Myers. I love the concept of it, but I just think it's the same thing over and over again, with Halloween. I think the original Halloween is where it's at. That's where it needs to be left. I love what they did with the new ones. Halloween Ends is my favorite, but not my favorite Halloween movie at all, like of all time. But no, the original, of course, is my favorite Halloween film. But Halloween Ends was just such a unique way of approach to make something different and something cool that I feel like we haven't really seen. And David Gordon Green is awesome. McBride is also they're from Charlotte, North Carolina. That is my original hometown. Moved away and never looked back. I think Charlotte is definitely one of those cities where I'm just like, meh. But that is where I'm originally from, guys. North Carolina. It's kind of glitching up here, guys. Give me 1 second. All right, Wayne, there we are. It unfroze now. Halloween 1978, be the favorite. Everyone loves Halloween. Am I the only one who's like not the top pick? I feel like an asshole now. Child's Play original. I haven't talked about Child's Play at all because I'm not a huge fan of Chucky. But the original Child's Play, 100%. 100%. I hated the new one that came out. The series, I've seen a little bit of, and I'm actually kind of enjoying it, surprisingly. So I'm definitely going to do a review on that series for sure once I'm completed with it, because I don't want to go through each individual episode and do something. But for the entire series, I think I'll definitely do like an hour-long commentary, maybe like a 30-minute, make it a little less. But yeah, other than that, yeah. And of course, Nightmare on Elm Street original, Scream original, love it. I'm really surprised Scream isn't your first, actually, Wayne. Very, very surprised. Very, very surprised. And the reason why I say that is because I do believe that a lot of you guys just, really enjoy these Scream videos, which, if you guys want me to do more of those, leave your thoughts and comments down below. All right, lemons fly. Lemons fly on you, Wayne. That's awesome, man. I have Dead Silence on DVD in all the Conjuring movies. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, see, like, Dead Silence is just so creepy, dude. I freaking love it. I just think James Wan really executed a good film there. And it scared the hell out of me when I first saw it. Wayne's Scream movie rankings are best to worst: 1, 4, 2, 3, 5, and 6. 100%, man. 100%. I love Scream 4. I love it. There are a lot of things wrong with it for sure, and I think Wes Craven just had a kind of a brain fart there. Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace. But for sure, I will have to say that Scream 4 had the potential of being something greater. And I think that Kevin Williamson should have carried that for Wes instead of letting another studio just kind of fuck it up, That's just me. Some of you may disagree, some of you might agree. This is the point of the Lemon Nation. It's the point of the Lemon Nation here. You're free to say whatever you want. Whether we agree or disagree, we are always one Lemon Nation. To be fair, Scream 2, this is from T. Parker Evans. To be fair, Scream 2 was the first Scream film I saw, and I saw a Scary Movie before, I saw Scream. That's awesome, man. I actually didn't see Scary Movie until I was a little older. The reason why is because I didn't really care much for comedy in that way. I love serious-oriented movies. I just feel like there's more impactful and emotion behind it. Whenever I feel like being in a laughing mood, I go ahead and I do that. But let me try to answer a few more questions here, guys, before I have to get going, because I do have to edit this video. Of course, I got kids. I got to put to bed tonight and everything, and have dinner and all that with the fam. So I'll answer a few more questions here, and then I'm going to get going. But let's go ahead and answer Reaper Kid's next question. Is this a question or is this a statement? Let me see. Night Swim comes out this Friday. Going to see it, dude. I'm going to try to get my wife to go see it with me. Because she saw the trailer in the theater with me when we went to go see Thanksgiving. And she was just like, what the fuck? But I was like, oh, this looks pretty decent. They gave away too much in that most recent trailer, man. Way too much. It reminded me of Amityville, but with a swimming pool. Literally. Amityville swimming pool. That's what they should have called it. But no, it's definitely a movie I am going to see. Hopefully I can see it this Friday. Reaper, if you see it before me, don't spoil anything, please. Don't do that. Don't do it. Because I will have a spoiler-free review and a spoiler review. So hopefully we all can chat about it then once we've all seen it. But don't spoil it for me, please. I beg you. Wayne, I really like Season of the Witch. Should have dropped the Halloween 3 name. What do you mean by that last part? But Season of the Witch, good. Good. It's good because of I think the idea. Also reminds me of, have you ever seen the A24 The Witch? What did you all think about that movie? I'm curious to know what you actually think. Before we get going here, I'm curious to think what you about it. So if you have heard me here, comment what you think about The Witch if you've seen it. Excuse me, A24. All right, it's an A24 movie. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I would suggest it. Let's go ahead and get down to here. See, look at that, Wayne. You agreed to T. This is what I mean, Lemon Nation. This is what I mean. Let's agree, to disagree. Whatever we feel like, whatever we want here. Oh, man. Let's see. T. Parker Evans, Halloween Ends is my second favorite in the franchise, and it's incredibly overrated and misunderstood. Yes, I agree with you there, but the idea behind Halloween Ends, and I love that it's your second favorite because, you're giving it a chance, right? But it's like, what else can you do with it, right? What else can you do with Halloween from where they ended off in Halloween Ends? Of course, evil dies tonight, which I thought was kind of cheesy. But at the same time, it was still cool to see Michael Myers get blended up, literally just all over the place. All right, guys, I'm sorry if I don't answer your question. If you did text something here, I'll have time for one more question here, okay? But through franchise-wise, I prefer Friday the 13th movies. Dude, I love that. I haven't talked about Friday the 13th enough because I wasn't a huge fan of that in the past, but I think in the past couple of years, I have been growing on it and have actually really enjoyed Jason. I think that the overall idea of Friday the 13th is really cool. I really want them to make a movie that isn't, like, meta and cheesy. I want them to make a Scream film that isn't meta and cheesy sometimes. I want them to make, like, these slasher films super serious to the point where everyone's just, like, they don't recognize it as much, and it's, like, something completely different than what they originally thought it would be. But get rid of the meta part. Just get rid of the meta part. It's so bad. But guys, I'm actually going to shout out someone here that you all probably don't know yet. He runs a YouTube channel as well, Main Genius Productions. Jermaine Nix, he's actually somebody I worked on a film with called Fearsome Hal. If you guys haven't seen that short film, go ahead and see it. Main Genius Productions is what he's called on YouTube, so go check it out. I think he's got like 440 something, I think is when I last saw it. I checked his channel out today because I saw he posted something. Really cool guy, guys. Really cool to work with. Go check out his channel. Just thought I'd shout him out, Jermaine, if you've seen this, man, you're welcome. Love you, bro. Keep grinding, brother. Keep grinding. We're all going to get there, man. We're all going to get there. Once again, Lemons, thanks for having me. I better get out of bed and start the day. 100% Wayne, have a good day, brother. Have a good day in Australia. I think is what you said, Australia, right? Hope I'm right there. But yes. Thanks again for joining, man. Really, really appreciate it. And never forget that lemons fly. I love that you put the beer there. That's awesome. That's awesome. Slogans die tonight. They do. But guys, thank you so much, Lemon Nation, for joining this live stream. I truly, truly appreciate it. We're going to be setting up more live streams. You know, I love doing this. This was a lot of fun. And we'll definitely get together a little bit more, talk a little bit more about horror films and everything. I'm going to go ahead and get to editing the rest of this video. Of course, you guys can see this right here now. Oh, wait, I can turn it around on this. I can turn it around. I know I have so many tabs open, but 224 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. 240 subscribers. Look at that, 30,000 views in 11 days. That's not bad. We're getting there. We're getting there, guys. Slowly but surely, but it's all in due time, and it all matters one little bit at a time. So I gotta update the page, see where everything's at. Let you all know. But as you can see right here, I am in the middle of editing. So we will go ahead and do that shortly. Don't want to spoil anything. If you did see something there, just forget it. Erase it from your mind. But. I like this background better. Yeah, it looks better. Looks way better. But guys, thank you so much for joining. And I will see you all in the next video. So, what do we all say, guys? What do we all say? Never forget that lemons fly. Peace out, everyone.